got a disruptive customer in the back.
Before COVID, the Federal Aviation Administration had maybe 50 reports of unruly passengers a year. Last year, by November, there were more than 5,000. 3,700 of them for people not wearing a mask. At the time, the FAA warned passengers.
If you disrupt a flight, you risk not just fines from the FAA, but federal criminal prosecution as well.
But now, 2 months later, Delta CEO Edward Bastian wants additional measures. Last week, he wrote U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland saying a no-fly list should be established for unruly passengers, that any person convicted of an onboard disruption should be placed on a national no-fly list that would bar them from traveling on any commercial air carrier. Delta says it's already put 1,900 people on its own no-fly list, but other airlines should know who they are.
Earlier in the pandemic, there were talks of saying, oh, okay, this airline is going to ban this passenger. And there's been talks of whether or not that information should be shared, amongst other airlines in the U.S.
Travel expert Daniel Burnham says this list would probably be like the watch list for terrorists, but says that could be tricky.
As we've seen with terrorism, watch lists can often cause problems for people who have similar names or have not actually committed any crime but somehow ended up in these databases.
Burnham thinks more enforcement of the rules they already have might be a better approach.
We actually have fairly severe punishments for people who, break these laws. We should just, focus on that. I do view most of these issues with unruly passengers as something that will pass in time.
But Delta doesn't want to wait, saying its rate of unruly passengers has increased 100% since 2019. Joanne Merrigan, WSAV News 3 on your side.